Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Bonita Media. My name is Boni, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, I've decided to do this video in English. I think I'll be balancing. I asked you that what do you think we should do? Should we balance or we just do Kiswahili? But I felt like some of you said that we can balance. And in this video, I decided to balance this so that at least everybody, even those who are abroad, can listen to this, because I feel like this one is very much important. I've got two things to talk about. Number one, I want to talk about this issue of people quitting these parties, the ODM and the UDA party. I think right now you've realized that a lot of people don't like ODM party, and some people, in fact, most of the majority are against UDA party. Maybe ODM party can say that some part of the country, some specific people don't love ODM party and even the Gen Zs, but majority are quitting UDA party. Now, I want us to look at why people are quitting UDA party and ODM, and who are they and what is leading them to do that. I will start with the UDA party. Looking at UDA party, I've got two characters that right now have declared that they're not going to be part of the UDA party. Number one, we start with the senator from Western Province, that is Kakamega Senator, that is Boni Khalwale. Of course, we know very well that if there is somebody who played a very big role in the UDA party election, or William Ruto being elected in Western mostly, is Boni Khalwale, because he's the person who introduced William Samoei Ruto in Western. And in fact, he is confirming that he is the person who introduced William Samoei Ruto in Western. So I really don't understand what is really making Boni Khalwale to feel like we don't need UDA party, or maybe we don't need this William Ruto. You know, this saying which goes that as you make your bed, so you must be ready to lie on it, is really applying it, because Boni Khalwale is the person that introduced William Samoei Ruto to Western, thinking that by introducing William Samoei Ruto and becoming the president, they will have a lot of gain more than loss. But now things changed. Instead of gaining, they are losing. Instead of gaining, they lost. Why am I saying that they lost? Look at what is happening. Boni Khalwale is complaining by saying that a lot of projects, most of the projects that they were promised at the people of Western, have not been done to them. And all these projects are being done to the people of Nyanza.
Your Excellency, we respect you. We voted for you. Mimi ndio nilikuleta Luyaland. Sasa sisi tunataka tukikutana na wewe tusizungumze mambo yenye unataka kufanya. Tuzungumze na wewe mambo yenye unafanya. Hizi barabara miaka imepita 3. The story is the same. Tutafanya. We have appealed to the president. Maneno ya tutafanya, mwaka wa kwanza imeisha, wa pili imeisha, wa tatu unaenda. Hiyo siasa sio siasa ya kutegemea. We want politics that deliver. Mahoba kukuba wala na hola. Niba mwenye nenda banga mudabati, nendo wetangula inza Khalwale na yambakana, na mbora kena ako, ta. Ana bebu. Chikirane na manishi bikunde, nukubera tulisupport Kibaki. Sisi watu wa Malava na watu wa Ikolomani, ndio mahali Kibaki alishinda peke yake 2007. Na kutokana na hiyo, Kibaki alinipatia lami kutoka Shikalagala all the way mpaka Bukura, all the way up to Butere. I want to appeal to the president when I'm at home, kwamba ile support nilikupatia ukaingia Luyaland, we want you uitimize zile ahadi zenye sisi tulitumia kupata kura yako. Uholombe shukuru sheru chitendeje Kakamega ujenge hospitali yeru Kakamega, you elevated to level 6. Ni makosa makali sana, Your Excellency. Sisi ndio walikuwa wa kwanza, alafu umeturuka, umepatia Wajaluo level 6 hospital Kisumu, na umetuacha nyuma. We are ahead in support of you. We are ahead of Raila. Luyaland is not an extension of any other community. Community ya Nyanza ikipata kwa rafiki yako na Raila, nataka walio wapate kwa ajili ya rafiki yako Excellency na Khalwale na Mudavadi na ndio wetangula. Ngatanga.
Now, why is it that projects are being done to the people of Nyanza and like the people of Western? Two reasons. Reason number one, look at the relationship, the current relationship between Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. Even though Raila Odinga is trying to lie to us that he is not part of the government, that he just went there to help, but of course we all know that his main aim of forming a broad-based government was to be in that government, was to gain from other people's sweats. Raila did not, okay, I know people will attack me on this, but let me, truth be told, try to look at this. Is there anywhere that Raila Odinga really fought for this government? Raila was fighting for his own government. And there was a time that I asked this question, that suppose what is happening right now was happening if Raila Odinga was the president. Take a look at what people like Junet Mohammed are doing. Suppose Raila Odinga became the president, and remember all these people were under Raila Odinga, what could have happened? Could we be having a worse government more than we have right now? Or could we be having the best government? Of course, somehow we could have had around, let me just say around 60% could have been better, or not even best, but better. Because if you try to look at the people that were supposed to form Raila Odinga's government, that is the ministers, were quite mature, unlike William Samoei Ruto's. Because the immaturity of the people that help William Samoei Ruto to form the government, that is the ministers, their immaturity is what is making William Samoei Ruto to keep on changing the CSs every now and then, because he's not settled. He doesn't know that this guy is supposed to serve here, this one is supposed to serve here. So I really don't know. I really don't know whether during the time of Raila, if Raila Odinga became the president, somebody like Ali Hassan Joho could have been the minister of the minister of mining. I don't know. Perhaps maybe John Badi could have been the minister of treasury, but I don't know. That is just, I just don't know, because right now these guys are being used as an option. Truth be told, let nobody lie to you that John Mbadi, Weekly for Paranya, Ali Hassan Joho, Wandai, they are the best CSS. No, they are now the options. Like, it is very wrong to be used as an option, and then you feel like you are the best. You feel like now you are the one. It's just like football. In a football match, a coach normally takes his first 11 players that he knows that if at all these people start this game, at least we can get goals very fast. But now, in looking at it now, according to you, you feel like one of your best players is outside waiting to be subbed in. This is what normally happens. I've played football for quite some times. And one thing I came to realize when I was being coached by different coaches, I realized when that these coaches prefers playing people that they feel can produce. Like, there is that fast production. There is the fast production, and then if at all maybe he realizes that you cannot produce, then he brings you out. When you are brought in as a substitute, it doesn't mean that you're not a good player. It only means that you could not do what the coach wanted to be done in the first half, or maybe the first production. You could not give the first production. So John Mbadi, Wandai, Oparanya, and Ali Hassan Joho, they are options. So it means that if at all maybe the people that were there before them performed well, they could have not gotten those positions. So these guys, let them stop bragging that their CSS, they are working better than others. No. Suppose those guys did not mess up, suppose the Gen Z did not go on the street, they could have not gotten those positions. So Boni Khalwale is complaining, saying that a lot of projects are being taken to Nyanza more than in Western. But he's forgetting that he's the person who introduced William Samoei Ruto to Western. Furthermore, William Ruto knows very well that Wetangula, Musalia Mudavadi are in his pockets. People like Atwoli. So he knows that at the end of the day, people like Boni Khalwale will make a lot of noise, but they will do nothing. Why? Because he has got these guys in his pocket. But he's forgetting one thing, that these guys are getting older. Somebody like Wetangula, somebody like Musalia Mudavadi cannot help you. Truth be told, if you're really depending on somebody like Wetangula, somebody like Musalia Mudavadi, Oparanya, or maybe Atwoli, then you are doomed. Those are not guys that you can depend on because they cannot give you anything. What product can they give you if they've not even produced for themselves? So what makes you feel like, or what makes you think that they can help you? They cannot. You know, sometimes sometimes you just sit down, sometimes you just sit down and ask yourself questions like where I am or what I'm doing. Am I really going to get a lot of things? Like, am I really going to succeed? Because look at this. You are depending on somebody like Wetangula. You are depending on somebody like Musalia Mudavadi. Yet, people that are counter-attacking them are Natembea, Peter Salasia, Malala. How do you feel, how do you think, and Boni Khalwale, how do you think you're going to win that war? No, do you think winning that war is going to be easy in Western? You only depend on one person. And you only depend on two old folks. People who cannot even give, people who cannot, people who cannot even produce their own votes. So those are the people that you depend on. And then you say that you are going to win. It's not going to be easy. So I think the best thing that is going to happen, or the best thing that these guys could have done, is Boni Khalwale. It's good that it's high time I think it's good that you've realized your mistake before it's too late. But it's already too late because of what is happening. But now I think it's high time. Is this is the best moment to make things right. Story number 2 is about Mohammed Ali, the so-called Jichopevu. You know, ruining your career. Building a career is very difficult. But ruining a career is very much easy. It can take you seconds or minutes to ruin your career. You can build a career for very many years. Like, you can take 7 years to study for law. You can take 4 years to study for journalism. But it only takes you a day, just a day, to ruin everything. If there is somebody that people are really looking forward to listen to his how do you call it, presentations, or maybe to his investigations. Let me use that because that is what he was doing. Was Jichopevu. Take a look at the time that Jichopevu was telling us things that we could not even imagine that were happening, but he was exposing them. Sometimes you used to wonder that how comes this guy knows these things? How is he even going to these territories? How is he capturing this? But he used to do it. But now, and that time, people loved him. People were listening to him. People could listen to him. People really wanted to know what is going on. But the moment he decided to get into power, the moment he decided to be I don't know who convinced him that politics is good. You can do things chap and get money. I don't know. That is when he messed up. So right now, he's crying. Right now, he's crying. Pride comes before a fall. Right now, he's crying. And in fact, he's saying that he's crying because of the UDA. And remember, he was elected under UDA.
Wake-up call for the party to put its house in order. Because this problem is not only in Mombasa County. This problem is all over. And by the time we are done with this grassroots election, you will see there will be a lot of problem. Many options on the table. I came as a first timer through independent. Second term, I came through UDA. And I'm here telling him again that nothing is going to stop us from moving forward. If you think that the party is your own property, we will go through other means. There are many other means out there. There is other parties, there is independent. That's what I told the Secretary General of the party. The SG of the party is trying to do is to link me with Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president. In fact, I see in the text, they are calling me that guy for Munyoro. Now, that's me. And SG is using that. Before you kill a dog, you give it a bad name. So that is what he's trying to use. There is no harm in having a friend. Rigathi Gachagua was part and parcel of our team. He campaigned for UDA. He was our deputy president. He has been impeached. He's out there. He's continuing with his politics. There is no one who is going to stop me from talking to him. There's no one who is going to stop me from having a cup of tea with him. Same as Raila Odinga. There's no one who is going to stop me from talking to Raila Odinga.
So right now he's saying that nobody is going to stop him from talking to Gachagua. And let me tell you this. You see, in UDA party, everybody is looking for a way to exit. After Gachagua, Ndini Nyoro went, Jibu Muturi, now Jichopevu is threatening to leave. Because, tell me, you can't convince me or you can't convince the president that you are a friend to Gachagua and also a friend to him. Even though this narrative, which normally says that a friend of your enemy is not my enemy, I don't think if it applies. Because there is no way you can meet my enemy, you claim to be my friend, and then you meet my enemy and think and maybe fail to talk about anything concerning me. So Jichopevu is just looking for an excuse to exit the stage. I don't know how he's going to do that, but one thing I'm sure of, that at the end of the day, he must quit the stage. Because he's complaining about the grassroots election, nominations and all that. So he's sensing that things are not working. And you know, what is funny with William Samoei Ruto is that he normally looks for people that he can use. After using you, he dumps you. Yani, this government is a use and dump government. Naked truth. It is a use and dump government. After using you, you dumped. After using me, I'm dumped. Then he goes to another person. Look at now the way they use Gachagua. They dumped Gachagua. They brought in a soprano woman. Kindiki. They brought in a Kindiki, someone who cannot even reason well. Warning the cameraman to switch off the camera because he wants to give money that he has been sent by the president to give. Are you seeing? And lastly, I've had George Natembea, though we'll talk about this in the next video, but let me just handle it a little bit. I've had George Natembea telling the president that if you can you can kill me if you want. If you want to come and kill me, come and kill me. I'm ready. Because at the end of the day, I'll have to die.
Kwa sababu mimi nimesema nitaongea, najua atatuma watu kunikujia, labda watakuja kuua mimi. Mr. President, I don't care. You can even kill me today. Mimi sijali. Bado uniue, usiniue, I'll still die. So mimi nitaongea tu. Na mimi I've always spoken. Hata ukiuza kina Matiang'i wakote wakati nilikuwa RC, I always spoke my mind. Nilikuwa naongea na wanajua mbona wako ni harass. President Uhuru mwenyewe nilikuwa namwambia Your Excellency, hapa tumefanya hivi kama Rift Valley, na anasikiliza na anafuata na anakubali. And we made a lot of progress. Sasa kusema kwamba you have got opinion over everything, ile mwenye anatifa na wewe na maharass. Bila wanapanga tu hata simi na hii wajinga ya Tanzania wanajifanya viongozi kuja kusema propaganda hapa kwa sababu wana stage atu waweke platform. Sasa nikuja nikuwe harass. It's completely useless ajana ambayo kusaidia mtu. Lakini utawala wa Kenya kiendelea namna hii, wajue kwamba kutakuwa na mabadiliko 2027. We're just giving them feedback. Wakitaka kusikia wasikie, kama wataka kusikia shauri yao, but we mean well. Kama kuna shimo mbele, mtu akikwambia kuna shimo, usema anakukosea. Rafiki yako anakuambia hakuna shimo, wewe ndio unaingia kwa shimo. Adui yako anakuambia bwana kuna shimo, kutoka kwa hiyo shimo, nani atakuwa amekusaidia? The person you consider to be an enemy. And some of us like this ni maadui, actually at the end of the day wanaona kumbe we mean well. More than those people wanaenda kuwadanganya na kusema fanya wa Kenya, ongeza tax au fanya hivi. Mimi nafikiri yangu yataishia hapo. Nishukuru bwana kunipatia nafasi. Nishukuru sana.
You see, we know that everybody must die. But now it will only depend with the way you're dying. If you're going to die because somebody is going to kill you, that is up to the person that is going to kill you. But if again you're going to die simply because your time of death has come according to God's calendar, then that's fine. But this threat that, oh, we want to impeach this person, you know, because he's not supporting the president, he's against the president, should stop, guys. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, you can also drop me a comment in the comment section, telling me what you think and where you're watching this video from. And until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boni. Bye-bye.